So this is my first ever video for my DC channel. I have to admit, this video is going to be crap. C-R-A-P, crap. And I am about to tell you all the reasons why this is going to be crap. But first, I need to tell you where we are. So we are at the park that is right across, basically across the street from my Airbnb where I'm staying at. I think it's called Jefferson something or other park, and really there's nothing special about it. It's just a regular park. So let's take a look around. So like I said, this is my first video for my DC channel, and I purposely chose this park to be my very first video for a number of reasons. But first, let's take a look around. This is the kids playground area where kids would jump around and play and slide and all that good stuff, but they're not here right now, thankfully, which is one of the reasons I'm here. But again, let me tell you why I chose this park for my very first video for my DC channel. And it is because I know from watching lots of videos by the YouTube gurus that nobody ever watches your first video. The first video is going to be crap, is what they say in general, even about your filming, right? Not even about the YouTube algorithm, but just about your own filming. It's going to be crap because it's something that you're new at. But in terms of the YouTube algorithm, so here's the basketball court. In terms of the YouTube algorithm, YouTube just does not want to promote anybody's first video, or even their first 10 videos, or first 20, possibly their first 50. Mr. Beast himself said in an interview, your first 100 videos will not get any views. That's 100 videos. Because basically YouTube wants to see that you are actually being consistent about posting and that you're going to be a serious poster. And if people want to keep watching your stuff, there needs to be a backlog of other stuff to watch, right? So YouTube just does not deal with videos where the creator has not posted much. So for our very first video, I know no one's ever going to watch this because of that. And I know that this is going to be pretty much the absolute worst job I'll ever do in terms of talking to the camera and this and that, because I am brand new at this. Shooting video has never been my thing. I'm sick, as you can hear in my voice, in my throat clearing. I'm sick. So no one's really going to watch this. This is really kind of more to just work out the kinks. I'm using everything for the first time now. I have a brand new GoPro. I'm using it for the first time. I have a selfie stick. I have a external mic. All these things I'm using for the first time right now, apart from some very short videos inside the house just to figure out how they work. But in terms of actually going out and filming something, this is the first time ever filming. So it's kind of a big deal, even though it's such a crap video that nobody's gonna watch. It's a big deal because it's my first time filming, and I don't expect anybody to watch this. I do plan on posting this as my first video for the channel, but I think the true benefit of that will be that in time, once I actually get good at doing this, I can go back and look and see how far I've come from this first kind of throwaway first throwaway video. I don't want to say it's throwaway. I'm kind of, by saying throwaway, I'm saying like this park is a throwaway park, and it's not. It's a nice little park. It's got a like a softball field, basketball court, kids playground. I don't know how well it shows up here, but I just had lunch right here at this table. I ate some fried chicken I bought from the supermarket up the road. And we got some workmen over there doing some stuff, improving the grounds. Man, one thing that's different from using this camera as opposed to my smartphone, which is really the only thing I've ever known in terms of taking video, is you can't just zoom in. I mean, I would have just zoomed in on those construction guys, but I can't do that with the GoPro. I'd have to walk up next to them. So that is something to get figured out. I am brand new at this. I am a total beginner. I'm just learning everything. But yeah, again, the main value of this video is, one, just to start the channel, just to have that first video up there, just to announce to the YouTube algorithm that this channel is open. It's more for the YouTube algorithm than it is for actual people to watch it, because no one ever really will, except for me someday in the future. Like I said, if I actually am successful at this and I get good at filming and I make some great content and the channel does really well, it'll be pretty awesome to go back, watch this video, and see just how far I've come. Because right now I just don't really know what I'm doing. I watched a video on YouTube of Eminem. This was a video taken back in like 2011, I think, or something like that, where he's a guest on the Tim Westwood show, and he busts out into a freestyle, and he starts out with saying, "I have no idea what I am doing. I have no idea what I am doing." And then he just starts, and he does fine. Of course, he's already pretty skilled at what he does. That's the big difference between him on that clip and me now. Yeah, I am not skilled. I don't know what I'm doing. It is true, I do not know what I'm doing. I even forgot part of my the things I needed to bring, right? So I knew I needed the GoPro and the selfie stick and the external mic, but I also planned on bringing the windscreen, which I didn't even know what the word for that was until this morning. I was just calling it that fuzzy thing that goes on top of the transmitter that brings down the wind noise. So it's called a windscreen, but I forgot to grab it, so this is all recording